guys, it's Natasha. So today I am filming my summertime foundation routine. I like to mix it up between the wintertime and the summertime. I'll do a more full coverage foundation in the wintertime, and then I like to keep it a lot lighter throughout the summertime. So today I'm going to be showing you guys all the products that I use and going through all the steps that I do to do my face in the summertime. So I'm just going to go ahead and just jump right into this here. So I'm going to start off with moisturizing. If you guys watched my skincare routine, you saw what moisturizers I've used. If you haven't watched that video, I will link it in the description bar down below. But conveniently enough, I ran out of both of those moisturizers at the exact same time. So instead of buying both of them, instead I got the Intensive Moisture Balance, which I feel like is just a nice balance between the two other moisturizers I was using. So I'm just going to grab a bit of this. And then also what I do, if I can get the lid back on this. So then also what I do as well is I will take this Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Water Light Daily Face Sunscreen. That's a mouthful. So I just take a little bit of this and mix it in with my foundation, and you have to shake it up. So I'm gonna do that. So once I've shaken it up a bit, I just put like a few drops. And then I also have lately been mixing in a little bit of a face oil as well. I just do 1 drop of that. And this is just from Fresh. I got a little sample of it when I went to Sephora one day. They actually gave me a couple bottles of those, and I've been using it pretty much every day for a while now. It's lasted me forever, just that tiny little bottle, and I still have another one. So, it should last me a while. And just slather this all over my face. I like to always make sure I'm mixing in a sunscreen with my moisturizer, because my moisturizer does not have an SPF, and the sunscreen I use has an SPF 60. I don't want no sunburns. I also don't want no wrinkles, so I do that to prevent that. So you want to make sure that you are letting your moisturizer kind of sit and absorb into your face for a little bit before you go on and put it on your foundation. That's just going to prevent issues like things separating and it coming off your face and whatnot, because it's just sitting on that layer of moisturizer. So if you wait for the moisturizer to soak in, you're not going to have any issues with that. So I'm going to move on to foundation. In the summertime, I really like to use this one. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Beauty Balm SPF 35. So this one does have an SPF in it, but I'll still like put my other SPF on as well, just because that one's a lot higher. Now I'm pretty sure if you are mixing SPFs, it just kind of ends up somewhere in the middle. But I mean, if it's, I don't know, maybe closer to around 50 or something, that's still fine with me. It's still better than 35. So I use this one. I am warning you guys now, this is my summer foundation and I do not yet have a full tan, so this is probably not going to match my skin tone, but it is a fairly light coverage, so it hopefully will maybe still somewhat blend. We'll see. Where did my brush go? So what I like to do with this foundation is I just put a little bit on my finger here, and I'll just kind of dot this all over my face. Need a little bit more. Don't need to use a lot of it, which is nice. It is a little bit thicker, but I feel like it blends out really nicely. Like, it doesn't seem like it's thick when it blends out. And I like that it's like a BB cream, so I like those a lot better for the summertime as opposed to like a full coverage foundation. And one of the reasons I really like to go with a lighter coverage in the summertime is because I have freckles that come out in the summertime, and I'm absolutely in love with my freckles, so I don't want to cover them. But then there are some days that I still want a little bit of coverage, just want to kind of get rid of any redness on my face, because I've got sensitive skin, so you know I got redness going on. This actually isn't too awful color-wise right now. I did have a little bit of a tan, but I mean, it'll be better when I get more of a tan. Oh, by the way, this is the color Medium Plus, so that's the color that I am in the summertime. I'm probably more like the color Light or whatever it is in the wintertime. And also just make sure you blend that down your neck as per usual. So this foundation color is not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Alright, that's cool. Hold, please. My mother's calling. Hello? My mother is at Costco and she's buying us some protein powder. So anyways, so I'm going to move on to my concealer next. I'm going to be using my, make sure it's the right way, the NARS Creamy Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I am the shade Vanilla. I mean, this is the shade I normally am in the winter time, so I feel like I may have to grab a slightly darker shade when I'm going into the summertime here now, but we'll see how this goes. I like to use it to highlight a little bit anyways. And then I'm going to go in with my Beauty Blender to blend it out. I like using a Beauty Blender. I just feel like it blends out way nicer, and if I put on too much product, it helps absorb that extra product and just gets into all the fine lines and everything. And then I always try to make sure that I'm cleaning my Beauty Blender pretty much every time. If you're gonna be wetting it anyways, it only takes like an extra minute to actually clean it, and I find it's a lot easier to clean it every time because then you're not getting that buildup of product on there and then it takes forever to clean it. So if you're cleaning it every time, it's a lot easier, and then it's probably also a lot more sanitary for everything. So yeah, I just try to clean it every time. So next I'm going to move on to bronzer, and I've really been liking the Urban Decay Beach Bronzer, and then this is in the color Bronzed. I like to use more of a tapered face brush because I feel like you can still get the precision, but then it blends out really nicely. I just kind of pack a bunch of this on my brush. And then I personally don't really like using bronzer to contour, so I don't really put it quite in the hollows of my cheeks. I bring it a little bit up, kind of more to where I would apply blush as well. Just because warm colors on me go really, really warm, and you don't generally want to contour with a warm color. If you are someone that does not have that issue, then go right ahead and contour with your bronzer, but I like to use it more to just bring some warmth into the face. I'm the kind of person that like actually has to use a really ashy cool color to contour my face because those even still go a little more warm, so they'll end up looking just like neutral in the end. But yeah, everything just goes really warm on me. I don't know why. And I'll put some on the forehead here. Pretty much anywhere that the sun would naturally hit your face, you kind of want to put your bronzer there. So, and then I don't really dip my brush in to do the rest of my face. I just use whatever excess is left on my brush. So next I'm going to move on to blush. I like to use kind of lighter shades throughout the summertime, and then sometimes usually something a little bit more shimmery as well, but not always. So today I'm going to use MAC powder blush, and this is called Immortal Flower. It's just this really nice kind of peachy orange color. Another one of my favorites is Love Cloud. It's just like a really nice baby pink color. And I just kind of blend this into and over top of my bronzer. And I don't apply it like right on the apples of my cheeks. I'll turn my brush more sideways and blend it backwards onto my face. And then you cannot forget highlighter. So today I'm going to be using the Benefit What's Up highlighter. I generally like to use more of a cream highlighter in the summertime just because you already usually have a more natural dew on your face. So I just feel like a cream highlighter is usually a little bit less intense, but I mean, if I want to go intense, I will go a powder highlighter, or I'll do both. Why not? But I just rub my finger on the top of the highlighter here and then just start dabbing this on my face. I just feel like specifically this highlighter, the Benefit What's Up, I feel like it just gives a really nice, natural, summery glow. So this is generally like one of my favorite highlighters to use in the summertime. And then as you can see, I'm kind of applying it onto the temples of my cheeks here. If you have more of a round face, you might not want to do that because highlight is going to make those areas appear larger. When you contour, it makes those areas appear more caved in and smaller. So by applying it on this area of your face, if you're already round, you're gonna make that appear larger and therefore your face is going to appear more round. So you may not want to apply it there, but I mean, you do you. If you want to, go right ahead. And then I also apply some kind of right above my brow here and down my nose and on my cupid's bow here. And then any excess I have left over, I'll just rub on my chin as well. And then I will show you another highlighter I really like to use in the summertime. It's one of my favorite highlighters, but I feel like it looks better on me personally when I have a tan, and that is the Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop. I'll put it on my face. I don't know how well it's gonna look right now because again, it looks better when I have a tan, but I mean the foundation worked out, so I don't see why this can't. We're just gonna go for it. And I do like putting powder highlighters over top of cream highlighters because it just makes them stand out that much more. If you really want to be seen from space, that's what you gotta do. Yeah, I'm not totally digging this yet. It's a little bit too golden for my skin tone. When I get more of a tan, it looks a lot better. I'm still just gonna pack it on my face anyways because why not? And then whenever I apply a powder highlighter, I always like to go in with this small duo fiber brush and just kind of blend everything out. Just to make sure there's no harsh lines and then it looks like the highlight is more natural and just kind of coming out of your face. Like your face naturally glows like the light of 1,000 suns. You know? Okay, and so that is pretty much it. This is usually the part where I will go in and do eyebrows and then the rest of my, there's cat fur everywhere all over my face. Alright, so this is pretty much it for my foundation. No, it's not. Fix Plus, how could I forget that? Just want to drown yourself in it, really. This is usually the point in time where I will go ahead and do my eyebrows and then do the rest of my makeup, and that's pretty much it. So this is it for my summertime foundation routine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys want to see next. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!